Mom, come on, let's do the intro.
Okay. Hi, friends.
Hey guys, it's Shelby and
Mom.
Michelle with Farmhouse Living, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things home and
DIY.
today we have been DIYing a lot, but specifically this project's been very popular. It has been searched like crazy on the blog and questions constantly, and it is painting tile.
Yes.
So we use the Rust-Oleum product. Let me grab it for you. It's their floor coating system. It's their Rust-Oleum home floor coating system. This is step 2, but we also have step 1 in a big old container. And so today we are going to answer all your questions that you had about the project that we did, the Jack and Jill bathroom, while we paint our booth at the Rustic Warehouse. And I think this is going to be a good project to really answer your questions because this has a lot of traffic.
Yes.
There's always people in and out of here, so people are like, will it hold up? Is this going to work for me? Are you guys lying that this product works? This will show you. This is the real deal. I mean, honestly, like, we don't really like promote things.
No.
But this has really worked.
Yeah, we love it. It was super easy and it's just a real cost-effective way to update maybe some dull tile or outdated tile that you really want to,
Yeah. So our booth is actually 2 rooms, and it actually has 2 different color tiles. But that tile, they're both like that Tuscan old school, what everyone got for like 99 cents a square foot in their builder grade homes, and
hey, nothing wrong with that.
but that's just what it is. But this one has a little bit more brown swirls than that one. But we're gonna paint the whole thing a gray, a dark gray called aged gray. I kind of wanted to go like white, like something
scary in this video.
Yeah, I didn't want it to look too dirty. So we're gonna do that,
and it will make everything cohesive, flow one room into the other, and make it seem like one seamless space.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to taping off and answering your questions. Okay, so we just taped off the floors, which leads to our first most common question, which is, what is the prep involved in this project? And we simply just used Crud Cutter and mopped the floors. There were some spots where we found that there was some excess grime, and like even actually in one corner there was candle wax. We did have to scrape a little bit, but other than that, it was just a simple cleaning, making sure that everything is clear, and now we're ready to paint. So this is called aged gray. It is pretty cool, so it's not gonna be a warmer, like kind of show tan like some grays do, but I think it'll be a good contrast. This is actually a good place to do this because you can see where the 2 different tiles collide with an ugly piece of wood.
Are we gonna paint the wood?
We're gonna paint the wood because this can go over any flooring type.
Wow.
Laminate, vinyl.
Hardwood?
It actually didn't list that, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna let the people know what it can do.
All right.
So I'm about 80% done with that room back there, and I wanted to go ahead and keep answering your questions that I've received regularly about this project. And the 3rd question I've received is, would this work on wall tile? So Rust-Oleum actually does not suggest that you use this on wall tile, but we have used a product by Rust-Oleum on wall tile, and it's called their tub and shower resurfacing kit. It's an, is it enamel-based paint? I don't know. It's a very fumey paint, but that is what they suggest using, and it works really well. And so we will link to that project. I'll put a little overlay where you can see how that worked. So if you had a shower that needed the tile painted, you could use that product, and then you could do this product on the floors. They both work great, both hold up really well. We love and you have used both. Do you want to add anything to that little creeper?
I like your side braid.
I felt like I looked like a British soldier with my back. Okay, so my fourth question that we receive regularly is, how much paint do you use? So I've used about 10% of a gallon, but maybe even less, and I've painted almost that entire room over there. So in the Jack and Jill, we used about, I don't know, I keep saying 25% of the can.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
But we like really were generous with our, like, what we applied to the roller. So I would say if you are doing a bathroom, they now sell the pint kits. Did you know that?
Yes.
So before they only sold it in a gallon. Now they sell them in a pint or a quart. They sell them in a smaller container. So whatever a fourth of a gallon is.
Yeah, people were requesting that.
Yeah.
Because it goes so far.
Yes, and so we are really happy that they did that. The next question is, can you use the product on linoleum? Yes, you can use it on linoleum, vinyl, most flooring you can use it. I didn't see wood mentioned on there, but we're gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna multitask and answer the question, I think we're on the 6th question now. And it's, what color are you using? So in the Jack and Jill project, the bathroom that was so popular, we were using Coastal Fog, which is, it's a little bit warm. It's almost like agreeable gray with Sherwin-Williams. It's light, it's a little warm, a little cool, just a medium gray. And so it's really perfect for those indecisive people that just can't commit to like a cool gray or warm gray. And in this project, we are using something called aged gray. And I'm not gonna lie, to me it looks pretty similar, so, but I do really like it. But the cool thing about this product is they started out with 18 colors and 2 different options for the sheen on the seal. And now they have 30 different colors and also 2 different sheens of the seal. But what I'm really excited about is now they have black, like actual black and actual white, which will be really cool for those people who are brave enough to take this on with a stencil. So I'm excited about their color options. I really love these color choices we've made. I'll show you the difference in the Coastal Fog and the aged gray, but I will tell you they're both just a medium, just kind of warm, kind of cool gray. So. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of this painting the floor in our booth at the Rustic Warehouse. And so I wanted to cover a few tips before I answered a few more questions, because that's what we're doing in this project. Rather than just sharing the project overall, we're answering the questions that we get very regularly. And one tip, because before we, the first time that we did this project, the grout wasn't very deep, so this wasn't something I experienced. But on this side, the grout was not deep compared to the tile. And then on this, the grout was deeper. So you can tell this used to be 2 rooms and they opened the wall. And this is a rent space, so we're not gonna change out the tile, but we do like to tie it all in together. And so in this particular room, I did have to go over with a paintbrush and get the grout so that it was one even tone, because every time I'd go over it, some of it would cover in the color, and then some of it, the grout was exposed. So if you do have grout that's a little deeper, that would be something that I might do first. I just didn't know I was gonna have that problem. So I'd go and cover the grout in general with a paintbrush, and then I'd go over with a roller. So now I'm gonna answer a few more questions and then do the seal. Oh, and we did this yesterday, and instead of staying up here, we simply went home and let it sit because you're supposed to wait a few hours. I think it says 3. I'll put like maybe it says 6. You're supposed to wait some hours, and then you wait after the seal before you put anything on it. And it takes 7 full days to cure, so before you do a mop or anything like that, and no abrasive cleaners. So maybe that will lead into the next question, which I get a lot. Can you continue to mop floors as normal and use products like Pine Sol? The answer to that is yes, just avoid abrasive cleaners. You don't need to do like Comet Scrub or something like that, where I do think it might hold up to some degree, but if that's a consistent thing that you use, it's probably not going to do very well. Yeah, you need to wait 7 days before going on your normal cleaning schedule. The next question I get a ton is, could you use this product with a stencil? And like I talked about earlier when I mentioned all the new colors, yes, you can use a stencil, and they have a lot more color options for the stencil. I did see a blog post by Making Pretty Spaces, and her name's Jennifer, and she got 2 colors, and then she mixed another color together. So she got white and Windsor gray, and then she mixed white and Windsor gray. So then that gave her 3 colors, and she used frog tape to make a like a plaid pattern, and it was super cute. So you could either use a stencil or do something like that. So I'll link to that project because I thought that was really, really cool and creative, and I'd love to do that, but I don't know that I have the patience. So if you're just a patient DIYer, that would be a great thing. So they say do the first coat of the color and then the next color on top of that, and then do sealer. Oh, and we kind of talked about this earlier, but it says, should I paint the grout lines? Yes, I think this project would be very tedious if you avoided painting the grout lines, and also I just don't think it's worth it. I think going over it gives you one smooth, consistent surface. So don't worry about avoiding the grout lines. So now we are going to paint the seal on, and then we'll wait until one day, 24 hours, and then we will start putting stuff on it. Right, Mom? Mom's gonna watch the baby, and then
it's my favorite job.
Yeah, she's not into the she's trying to get in. She's not into the DIY, but she is into the babysitting. So, but it won't take me very long. How long do you think it'll take me?
20 minutes.
I'd say 35. Let's
time it.
1:11. I haven't put the paint in the tray yet though, so do that, then I'll set the timer. Okay, so we have wrapped it up, painted both sides and sealed, and I forgot to mention the seal that we chose on this space is a matte seal, and the one in the previous project that we did with this product is a shiny semi-gloss sheen. And so it's good to try both. I'll take pictures and compare the two so that you can see. I think I'm liking the matte even better. So it looks really nice. It's finished. So we'll let this sit before we and cure before we put anything on it. And then it's done. Oh, and also, so this room is pretty big. I mean, it's just two probably 12 by 12s, and we didn't even use half a gallon. So if you're going between, should I get the quart size or the pint size? If you should get the smaller size or the gallon, I think I'd get the smaller size, unless you're doing like your whole house. This product goes so far. It really does. The baby's crying, so I'll conclude over here. Hey, we gotta be happy. We gotta be happy. Okay, so she's ready to call it a day, but I think we've answered all the most common questions on this project. I will share a picture of it all done on Instagram if you'd like to check that out. But if you have any more questions, I will answer in the comments or on our blog, so make sure to leave them below. Oh gosh, she's got my hair. So if you take on this project, make sure to send them to us, DM your photos on Instagram, because we love to see your finished projects. And yeah, it's one of our very favorite DIYs, so take it on yourself. So like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day. Bye y'all.